Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World, LPBW, chronicled the ups and downs of the Roloff family, particularly the stewardship of Roloff Farms, an iconic piece of land in Helvetia, Oregon, that became synonymous with the show's identity. Fans watched Matt Roloff raise his 4 children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob on that land, while building what many believed would be a lasting family legacy. However, in recent years, that legacy has come under fire. A wave of criticism has surged online, as longtime viewers accuse Matt Roloff of prioritizing profit over family harmony. With his latest farm development decisions, most notably listing a portion of the farm for sale and launching short-term rentals, fans are raising eyebrows and questioning his motives. Many are calling it out as a greedy move, one that has permanently fractured the Roloff family dynamic. So what exactly happened? Why are fans so outraged? And what does this mean for Matt's legacy and the Roloff family's future? The dream of Roloff Farms. Since the show's debut in 2006, Roloff Farms became more than just a property, it was a character in its own right. The 100-acre stretch of scenic Oregon farmland, complete with a pumpkin patch, castle-style playhouse, and pirate ship playground, was developed over decades with the sweat and imagination of Matt Roloff. The dream, as repeated many times on LPBW, was for the farm to stay in the family. Matt frequently spoke about passing it down to one or more of his children, especially his twin sons Jeremy and Zach, who had shown interest early on. But by the time the show ended in 2023, that dream had unraveled and it's left a bitter aftertaste for fans. The Great Farm Fallout. The public fallout came to a head when Matt decided to list a significant portion of Roloff Farms, approximately 16 acres, including the main house, for sale in 2022 for $4 million. Fans were shocked, and his children, particularly Zach and Jeremy, were devastated. Zach, who had publicly expressed interest in buying the farm, revealed on the show that negotiations with Matt had broken down over what he called manipulative tactics. Jeremy, too, had attempted to purchase part of the land, but felt discouraged by the process. Neither son ended up acquiring the property. Instead, Matt listed it on the market, citing failed negotiations and the pressure of maintaining the land on his own. Eventually, he took it off the market and converted the house into a short-term rental available to the public. To fans, it felt like a betrayal not just of his children, but of everything the show represented. Fans react. It's all about the money now. Social media erupted. LPBW fans, many of whom had watched the show for over 15 years, expressed their disappointment and anger. Reddit threads, Facebook groups, and YouTube comment sections flooded with accusations of Matt being driven by greed. One viral comment summed up the sentiment. Matt always said he wanted to pass the farm on to his kids. Now he's charging strangers thousands to stay there. What happened to the legacy? Others pointed out the emotional pain this decision seemed to cause Zach and Jeremy, particularly as it strained the brothers' relationship with their father and each other. Matt may be rich, but he's poor in what matters, another fan wrote. He's choosing money over his own family. Some viewers defended Matt, noting his right to do what he wants with the property he built, but the dominant narrative has become one of betrayal and greed. The rental controversy. The transformation of the farm into a luxury Airbnb-style rental has only fanned the flames. Instead of being passed down, the iconic farmhouse is now available to the public at a premium price. Fans found this move particularly distasteful. The farm that once symbolized family unity, childhood memories, and love was now marketed as a farm experience for outsiders. A place that fans once watched the Roloff kids grow up in is now being commodified. Matt has defended the decision as a smart business move, especially after failing to come to agreeable terms with his sons, but that justification has done little to curb the criticism. Broken bonds. Where the family stands now. Zach Roloff has been the most vocal about the fallout. After failed negotiations, Zach and Tori moved out of Oregon entirely and settled in Washington with their 3 children. Tori has posted vague but telling messages on Instagram about choosing peace and protecting their family space. Jeremy and Audrey, too, have remained distant, though they bought their own property and are now developing it with hopes of building a legacy for their children. The rift remains. Jacob, the youngest son, appears to be the only child still working with Matt in some capacity. He and his wife Isabel live in a fifth-wheel trailer on the property and help with seasonal work. But even Jacob has made cryptic posts about capitalism and family dynamics that hint at deeper tension. The only daughter, Molly, has long stayed away from the spotlight and does not appear to be involved in the farm drama. Karen Chandler, adding fuel to the fire. Many fans have also pointed to Matt's fiancée, Karen Chandler, as a divisive influence. Once an employee on Roloff Farms, Karen began dating Matt after his divorce from Amy Roloff. Amy has publicly acknowledged the discomfort of Matt and Karen's relationship, especially since it began so soon after their split. Fans have speculated that Karen supports the monetization of the farm and even steered Matt away from keeping it in the family. Though there's no hard evidence to support these claims, the narrative has become embedded in fan circles. Ever since Karen came into the picture, everything changed, one viewer commented. She's not part of the legacy, why does she get a say? Karen and Matt are now engaged in splitting time between Arizona and Oregon. Their plans for the future of Roloff Farms remain unclear, but the damage appears done in the eyes of many long-time viewers. The legacy question. What does it all mean? For years, LPBW presented itself as a show about overcoming adversity, celebrating family, and working hard toward shared goals. The farm was the physical and emotional center of that narrative. Now, with relationships strained and the property in commercial use, fans are grappling with the loss of what felt like a shared journey. Many feel duped as though the story they invested in for nearly 20 years was ultimately just a brand strategy. The broader conversation also touches on real-life issues, intergenerational wealth, inheritance, emotional labor, and the impact of fame. Matt Roloff's decisions have become a case study in what happens when business and family collide. Matt speaks out, but is it too late? In interviews and on social media, Matt has tried to set the record straight. He insists he tried to be fair with his sons, but they couldn't agree on terms. He also expressed frustration that the media and fans don't see the whole picture. Still, his explanations haven't softened the backlash. Many fans believe that Matt, now financially secure and semi-retired, could have chosen family over profit. If he truly wanted to keep it in the family, he would have found a way, one fan wrote. To many, it isn't just about a farm, it's about broken promises and fractured trust. Amy Roloff's perspective. Amy, who sold her portion of the farm to Matt after their divorce, has publicly acknowledged her sadness over the farm drama. Though she tries to remain neutral, it's clear that she feels torn about how things turned out. In recent Instagram lives and interviews, Amy has emphasized the importance of letting go and moving on, but also hinted at her disappointment in how the legacy was handled. Her new life with Chris Marek appears calm and supportive, but it's clear that her emotional investment in the farm remains. Where do the Roloffs go from here? The future of Roloff Farms and the Roloff family is uncertain. Will the farm remain a rental property? Will one of the grandchildren inherit it one day? Will the family ever heal from the tension? For now, the wounds remain open, and the fans remain vocal. As the Roloffs move further from their reality TV days, their individual paths are diverging. Tori and Zach are focusing on raising their kids. Jeremy and Audrey are building their homestead. Jacob is quietly supporting where he can. And Matt is managing his business interests with Karen. Whether these paths will ever cross again emotionally and physically is something only time will reveal. Final thoughts. Matt Roloff was once hailed as a dreamer, a man who turned an overgrown farm into a magical kingdom. But today, some of those dreams have withered under the weight of unmet expectations and financial decisions that feel deeply personal to fans. The backlash Matt is facing is not just about a piece of land, it's about trust, legacy, and what happens when the lines between family and business blur beyond repair. Fans will likely continue to debate who was right and who was wrong. But one thing is certain: the story of Roloff Farms has forever changed, and in the eyes of many LPBW fans, it's not the story they hoped for. LPBW's Tori Roloff shares adorable family photos from baseball game. So much fun. For years, Little People, Big World, LPBW fans have cherished the journey of the Roloff family. While the reality TV show has come to an emotional end, it hasn't stopped Zach and Tori Roloff from continuing to share heartwarming updates with their loyal followers. Most recently, Tori took to Instagram to post a series of utterly adorable family photos from a day at the ballpark. Her caption, "So much fun," said it all. But behind the smiling faces and playful poses was a story of connection, celebration, and healing after years of public highs and private heartaches. A picture-perfect day at the ballpark. The Roloff family's recent outing to a professional baseball game has fans swooning over how sweet and down-to-earth the young family continues to be. Tori's photos included snapshots of Jackson, 7, decked out in baseball gear with a confident grin, Lila, 4, wearing a colorful summer dress and pink shades, and baby Josiah, now just over a year old, cuddled up in Tori's arms with wide eyes gazing at the stadium lights. Set against the backdrop of a sun-drenched afternoon, the Roloffs were seen enjoying snacks, cheering from the stands, and soaking in the electric energy of the game. Whether it was Jackson high-fiving his dad, or Lila holding a foam finger nearly twice her size, the day was filled with candid moments that spoke volumes about the kind of memories Tori and Zach are building for their children. A sweet escape from the spotlight. Since officially stepping away from Little People, Big World, Zach and Tori have remained in the public eye, primarily through social media. For many fans, their posts serve as comforting proof that the values they cherished on-screen, family, resilience, and authenticity, are still at the core of who they are. This baseball outing served as a symbolic moment. It wasn't just a fun summer activity, it was a clear sign that the Roloffs are entering a new chapter focused on intentional parenting, outdoor adventures, and most importantly, uninterrupted family time. While Tori didn't mention the exact game location, eagle-eyed fans speculated that it may have been a minor league or local event close to their Washington home. And no matter the team or score, the real win of the day was seeing the entire family smiling, connected, and present. Jackson's love for sports shines bright. Jackson Roloff has long been a fan favorite. Born with achondroplasia, the same form of dwarfism as his dad, Jackson has continuously shown bravery, charm, and an undeniable zest for life. Sports, in particular, seem to be one of Jackson's growing passions. From his early soccer days to backyard t-ball games with Zach, his athletic spirit is unmistakable. At the baseball game, Jackson appeared confident and engaged. One photo showed him wearing a fitted baseball cap and clenching a souvenir bat, looking every bit like a little slugger. Fans commented on how much he's grown, not just in age but in confidence. "Jackson's smile lights up my day," one fan wrote. "He's thriving and it's beautiful to see." Tori herself has often spoken about Jackson's perseverance. Though he's undergone surgeries and faced mobility challenges, he continues to tackle life head-on with encouragement from both parents. Lila's adorable style steals the show. If Jackson brought the energy, Lila brought the fashion. The 4-year-old, often described by fans as the little princess of the Roloff clan, showed off her fun personality in a summer dress paired with oversized sunglasses and sparkly sandals. Tori captured a picture of Lila holding a giant bag of popcorn with both hands while wearing a team cap that nearly covered her eyes. It was moments like these that reminded fans why they fell in love with the Roloffs in the first place: their ability to find joy in life's simplest pleasures. Lila's playful attitude and sweet smile were on full display, reinforcing her reputation as a bright light in the family. Baby Josiah's first game. The youngest of the Roloff kids, baby Josiah, had fans gushing over his sweet expressions. As one of the family's most precious new additions, Josiah's presence was symbolic. This was his first official big kid outing, and he seemed mesmerized by the new environment. Tori shared a snapshot of Josiah resting on Zach's shoulder with wide, curious eyes. Another showed him tucked into a baby carrier with noise-canceling headphones to protect his ears from the roar of the crowd. "Can't believe how fast he's growing," one follower wrote. "He's such a little champ already." Zach and Tori, parenting through love. Throughout the entire day, Zach and Tori exuded the same parenting style fans have admired for years: gentle, loving, and intentional. Whether Zach was helping Jackson navigate stairs at the stadium or Tori was calming Josiah during a loud moment, they functioned as a team. It's clear that the couple values shared experiences over material things. In many ways, their baseball day encapsulated everything they stand for: prioritizing family, staying grounded, and creating joy amidst life's chaos. Their Cordina parenting has long been a source of inspiration to followers, and now, without the pressure of constant filming, they seem freer than ever to live on their own terms. Fans flood the comments with love. Tori's Instagram post quickly drew tens of thousands of likes and hundreds of comments. Fans expressed everything from admiration to nostalgia. "These photos warmed my heart. Thank you for sharing your joy with us. You guys are truly goals, real love, real parenting. So glad you're enjoying life after LPBW. You all look so happy." The flood of positivity made it clear that while the show may be over, the Roloffs still have a very special place in the hearts of viewers. Life after Little People, Big World. Since stepping away from TLC, Tori and Zach have been transparent about their desire to build a peaceful life for their family. While the exit came with its fair share of emotional tension, particularly the highly publicized fallout over Roloff Farms, they've shifted focus to what matters most: their marriage, their kids, and their mental well-being. This baseball outing was just one of many recent glimpses into a family that's choosing healing over headlines. From nature hikes to dance parties in the living room, their social media tells the story of a family embracing simplicity. Tori has also opened up about her mental health, motherhood challenges, and the pressure of social media. Her honesty has only deepened the admiration fans feel toward her. The importance of family traditions. As Tori mentioned in a story caption, outings like this are becoming part of their family rhythm. Whether it's a game, a weekend at the lake, or simply backyard gardening, the Roloffs are intentional about creating core memories. "These are the moments I want our kids to look back on," Tori wrote in a previous post. "It's not about where we go, it's about who we're with." That sentiment is at the heart of everything the Roloffs have shared post-show. The power of joy in the everyday. Tori's photos from the game also serve as a reminder of how beautiful ordinary days can be. There were no red carpets, no production crews, just a family sharing laughter, snacks, and sunshine. Fans connected deeply with that sense of realness. In a world where much of reality is filtered, curated, or exaggerated, the Roloffs offer something increasingly rare: authenticity. Looking ahead. While Zach and Tori have no official plans to return to TV, their fans remain hopeful they'll continue to share their life journey in other ways. Whether it's through vlogs, books, or simply more of Tori's heartfelt posts, the public seems eager to keep walking beside them, even if only digitally. For now, though, it's clear they're exactly where they want to be: surrounded by love, wrapped in laughter, and grounded in gratitude. Final thoughts. Tori Roloff's "So much fun" caption was more than just a nod to a sunny day at the ballpark. It was a celebration of everything she and Zach have built despite the challenges, despite the public scrutiny, and despite walking away from a show that defined them for years. Their baseball game outing reminded us of something powerful. You don't need a reality show to live a beautiful life. Sometimes all it takes is a hot dog, a foam finger, and your favorite people by your side.